I'd like to thank all the fans who came. Had a great time, and no doubt they'll have a really good afternoon. Seeing this, what time is it here? 2 o'clock. Yeah, it was obviously tough in the heat for both teams, and obviously we've got a bit of a mix and match. I think we've got 6 of our main dogs out at the moment, so it's a bit patched up. But I thought the young lads came in and did a good account of themselves. And it was just about trying to get through the game without any injuries. You can't re-sub people on, so we had to do it sneakily again. We haven't got enough players currently, but they'll be coming back next week, which is good. And there were certain parts of our play which was poor, and there were certain parts of the play that I really liked. But I just said to the lads in there, it's just a training session. It's just a training session at the end of, 14 training sessions. I wasn't expecting like creative genius. I think sometimes we can play forward a bit quicker than we did, but I also get it. I get how hot it is. I get how you think, we've got the ball back, let's just keep it for a bit. But I thought when we did play quickly, we were really good, and the goal came from young Ben, who's been really good on the trip. Obviously I've nicked him off the 21s for a bit, so he done really well. Banged it out wide. Connor whizzes a ball in, and Nat's there to score. And sometimes football's really simple. So I think when we moved the ball quick, we were good, but we just didn't have enough in behind for my liking. So, but from an exercise point of view, really pleased with the lads. Really proud of what they've done this week, on and off the pitch, and we can go home pretty pleased.
Starting to see some of the basis of the things you'll want from your team in terms of pressing and those kind of things?
Not really, is my honest answer. There's bits of it. So, for example, when I was just been speaking to Nat about it, when Nat pressed and he didn't think he could press again because he didn't have anyone with him. Like, we've got some really young men who, when we haven't been, we've been working hard, we've been doing certain things. We haven't done a lot of in-ball play yet, as in attacking, but the effort to press is one of the hardest things. And I think you could see first half with our back three that if you press certain teams, not saying every team, but you keep them in and you're brave enough to go 1v1, and they kick it long, you've got someone like Sonny who's got to come and edit, then happy days. I think you can see Sonny's already a threat on every set piece. Box tick, very happy with that. And there's certain parts of the play were really good. Like, I asked Tomo to play left wing back for 60 odd minutes, fair play to him. So there's certain aspects of the game which were pleasing, but if that was a league game, I'd be devastated. But it isn't a league game. It's just normally a game behind closed doors. There's not normally everyone filming it, everyone seeing it. It's normally just like I said, a training session. So there's certain bits I really liked. I thought Max Bardell done really well again, which is great. He's trained really well this week, as has Birdie. And I'm trying to get Birdie to shoot from distance, which he kindly did. A little bit high though, mate, wasn't it? A bit high. But he's good though. I'm not saying he's not good. So there's loads of good bits, little bits, but as the weeks go on, we get closer and closer and closer and closer, and then hopefully next week, obviously Joe Ward's back training, which will be good. He'll be playing midweek, which is great news. I think Callum's going to be a little bit longer. I think Corey will be back next week. On Wash will hopefully be on the pitch, which we need. We need that in behind, and we're still looking to bring one or two in at the top end of the pitch. So. We're not far away. We're a lot closer as a group, essential. But no game is easy. And I said it to the lads then. You can't. It doesn't matter how good the talent is, how motivated you are. Every single game you face is tough. And today was tough. Salford really good. Trained really well this week. So I knew it was going to be a tough game. But yeah, really pleased. I mean, in fairness, they beat us with we conceded like a 30-yard screamer, which as soon as he hit it, I thought that's in. So Joe didn't get his clean sheet, so he'll be crying later.
Looking back on the week as a whole, how pleased are you with the work you've got through?
Yeah, really pleased. I know it's easy for me to just yang on here, but really pleased. That it's not easy, but it's not the physical battle, it's the mental battle, And I've said this loads of times. There's no point having a player who's 10 out of 10 fit, but when it comes to a match, is only 7 out of 10 mentally prepared to do that, if that makes sense. So a lot of our drills have been football based. We've tried to not get under their skin, I don't mean it like that, but we've tried to get some more meters in them early on, and you've seen us with the swimming and different things, and we've tried to engage with them really, and I feel the best thing about the trip for me is that we go back on the plane and everyone knows each other a lot more. I mean, some fans won't want me to say this, but possibly, but might care for each other a bit more, and when you're in the trenches you need to know that the people either side of you are prepared to fight for you, and And you also need to understand they're human beings. We've had some amazing stories this week off the players, but on the training pitch, yeah, never a problem. No one's ever, dropped the standards. Conor Hurahan and Max Bird have been unbelievable, and then you've got like the Nelses, the Sunnies, that joining in. Kane joined in a bit later. He's obviously a good week, 10 days behind the lads. So, yeah, really am pleased. There's been no issues of any note. So, just unfortunate that we lost Callum with felt it on a cross, the outside of his hip, and Corey with a little bit of a hammy thing. But he's not injured it. It's just that he can feel it. So we've took no risks. So on the whole, sorry, in a very long answer, the food's been amazing, isn't it? And the coffee machines have been in every room, which has been great. I think it's been great. I've really enjoyed spending time with the players, watching them get a little bit fitter and stronger, and we're grateful that we've been allowed to come out.
Onto a new challenge next week, then a double game week for the first time this pre-season. What kind of different test does that pose to the squad?
Yeah, it is a little bit different. I mean, in fairness, when you set your pre-season up, you're trying to get everybody so they've played 90 minutes. But in the ideal utopia in your head, you think, right, you've got 22 outfield players, you can change it and all that. At the moment, we haven't got that, so that's a bit of a problem. But we'll come off them in training a little bit and be a bit more technical with them, because they've got a decent enough base fitness. So, yeah, we go into the games probably a little bit fresher, in fairness. These two games we haven't really let up on training. So we'll go into it a little bit fresher, hopefully have some more bodies back and some new bodies in, and then we're cooking, really. But like I said, it's just about, I've had pre-seasons where I've lost every game, got promoted. I've had pre-seasons where I've won every game and got relegated. So it's just about getting the lads together, getting them fit, getting them close, but trying to get them through just the patterns, just the useful. So, for example, like, we're obsessed about if we've got to pass it across the back three line, if it isn't passed with any pace, it's pointless, because by the time you get it over to the other side, it's blocked. So we're trying to work on the pace of the pass, and like today is a good example where at times we did it, we got out easily, and the wide centre-half stepped in. At times we didn't do it quick enough, or the wide centre-half didn't step in enough. So these are all the little bits that we get in training that hopefully it will be better come Wednesday night, it will be better come next Saturday, and we just slowly get to a point where the lads are cooking come the first game of the season.